It's Friday, then we going live again. So get your snorkels out and let me see some skins. Smoke ties, not drugs, what we teach the kids. I candy man, castrate that rapper. Middle finger to the sky, scream fuck, rap the big cops trying to get me going state to state. Blowing ties off the rim, let them haters hate. ECM.
Welcome back, guys. Another Chit Chat Dis Dat. We have Adam Cunny. I'm sure you know him because we got him on. It's been a year ago.
Violet Voltage.
Sugar free. The new drop.
Imagine a Violet Voltage spin kick. You drink it, you throw it, and that's it.
You throw it at someone. So we did episode 3, the third ever potty. About a year ago. So I was talking to Adam and he's always got crazy shit going on. Actually, that much shit has gone on since we caught up last. Last time we actually hung out was at the Green Party, which would have been June last year, 2024. So
We were stranded on the island.
stranded. I wasn't mad about it, but
Yeah, you were. You actually were.
yeah, I was. When we
Then
couldn't
you
get
forced me to shout out, what's the company? The boat?
Oh, Prestige
Yeah.
Rentals.
to get. So what they did, if you're on the island, they leave you stranded, and the only way home is to shout out Prestige Rentals.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking strategy. I'm like, please take me home. Yep, one shout out, one entry.
That's a good idea, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and then you stole my shoes. So I'm only just getting them back now.
Yeah, he skipped the part where no one got on the ferry that we had.
What was that?
We had a ferry come to the island and no one got
Why
on
did
it.
we miss it? Is
That's
that why
why-
we were stuck?
That's why I turned the music off and I said, guys, please
yeah.
go. But everyone was just lit and they're like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, put the music back
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that
So,
was
yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
I got the VIP entry too. I'm like, you like just drive to
Oh,
this
it's a
spot
speedboat.
and the speedboat.
That was sick. I came and met you.
We need to send some footage
Yeah.
to play right now
Yeah.
of our heads in the
Yeah.
wind.
Doing 150 across the Broadwater.
That was so good.
Should we do another one?
Back in the day. Another island party.
Yeah.
It's a lot of effort, bro.
It is a lot of effort, but when you look back at the
And
time.
then you get stranded. It's when you talk about it, it sounds way better than it is. Like it was the shittest night, bro. But it sounds crazy. It's actually pretty good.
That was good. It was good. Well, that was off the back. That was our G-Up party. And I know people are going to ask because last time we sampled the peach. And then obviously we went ahead with the peach without your branding first. So for you guys that don't know, the alcohol industry is
Yeah.
extremely hard with marketing. They
That's
hate it.
my drink. How's it going?
It's pretty good.
How's it compared to the other flavors?
We're going to discontinue it.
So it's not that good.
No,
It's
not
pretty
that.
good. We've cancelled it.
Alcohol, people who drink alcohol don't really care about sugar-free.
Yeah.
Like in our energy drinks, the sugar-free stacks up pretty high.
Yeah.
In alcohol, it's like if you're willing to drink
Yeah.
vodka, you're not that phased about your body.
Yeah.
I'm not selling down the
Yeah,
drink,
yeah,
but, you know. So we're gonna go.
like your prime customer. They don't give a fuck.
Nah, they'll
Yeah.
smash 50 of
Yeah.
them, whether they're sugar or not. They
Yeah.
don't give a shit. So
Regardless.
we're gonna swap it out for a. We're getting rid of the strawberry raspberry, the raspberry one. Get rid of that. Get rid of the peach, and then we've got some new ones coming in.
Yeah, nice.
So you said you're not drinking, but we've got to launch in July. So maybe you just have a little break for that.
Yeah.
And it's not on an island. So
Always
you can get
come back, brother. Always
home.
come
I know
back.
you do.
I'm loyal, man.
loyal to the booze. But yeah, I did want to get you on, bro, because I feel like so much has gone on. Like last time I came and visited you, you were in the house in Broady. You didn't have the Porsche, didn't have the Lambo, didn't have. You brought the new house, couple of cars. You went on a bit of a splurge, smashed up the media a bit, got, setting records, this, start. Then coming back in the media red hot again because you're over it.
Yeah.
So I thought, I don't know if it's something you want to talk about. I don't know if you're already
Yeah.
over talking about it, but
I haven't really talked about it.
yeah, I thought that would be one because you haven't really. From what I've seen, you haven't spoke about it. I've seen people writing articles on you,
Yeah.
but I'm like, they could be talking shit,
Fucking mad
speculating.
know-it-alls, eh?
Yeah, so I'm like,
Yeah.
it'll be mad for you to actually hear your thoughts
Yeah,
on.
this is a good little intro, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess
It's a
from
good place to start.
stepping into getting the new house, and then you bought the Porsche and the Lambo. Like that's some serious spending in a short time.
And mum a house.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So I announced
Yeah,
that here.
yeah.
That
Yep.
was the first time. So that's going well. Mum's in her house.
Yeah.
It's actually not going well. Like on her way here, she hit her head and hurt herself and got a brain injury. So it's been pretty fucked, to be honest.
Fuck.
So like she was meant to retire, come up, live in the house, but then she was in hospital the first 4 to 6 weeks she lived here.
4 to 6 weeks.
And now she's like, obviously her brain's damaged, so she doesn't function like she used to. She needs help being looked after and shit. So
Sorry to hear, bro. That's rough. I've seen you've been spending a lot of quality time with her lately.
I think like the funny thing is when she injured her brain, it took out, my mum's very like closed off and doesn't show much emotion, but the injury's like
Really? Just
taken
altered her
away.
in that sense.
taken away her little what's the word?
Yeah, like like it's letting her show her emotions a bit
Yeah,
more.
she's so much more joyful and shows like she's be like, I'm so proud of you and shit now.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's good that you've
actually
seen
nice.
some see the good in it.
Yeah.
I guess and it's good that you're in the position. Like, imagine if that happened to her and you weren't able to like buy her a house and shit. You know.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. You don't realize just how much of an effect something like that can have on you until you're in it. You're like, holy fuck. You don't even know how much of a toll it's having on you. You're just going through life and then you're reacting different in different situations. Like, I was so moody. Like, it was affecting other relationships I had with people. Like, I'm like, got no energy for anyone else because this is taking
Consuming
such a
you.
toll on you. So then you got to find the balance in it and be like, all right, what can I actually do here? What's the best I can do? And then who do I need to bring in to take care of the other stuff so my life is not fucked from this? And then it's better for everyone when you do that.
Well, she's lucky she's got a son like you too. You know, it looks like you've been spending a lot of good quality time with her now since, and I've seen her in all your content and having a bit of fun with her and getting her to like the meetups and stuff. That's sick. Like people are like, oh, it's your mum.
It's crazy. So, she got so many photos, so many people going
That's
up to her.
sick, bro.
Yeah, it's good for her to see.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so happy I get to bring this part of my life. Get to have my mum in this part of my life.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know if we spoke about it last time, but there was a while I didn't really talk to her. Then I just got over it and I wanted to help her. And then,
Well, we touched on it, and you're saying like, you know, buying the house, you think you were more excited about that, spending that money on that than like any other thing you brought for yourself.
Yeah.
Like you were like, this is sick.
and now just getting to do the simple things with her, so good.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I just look at her and I'm like, there's so many emotions because like I'm looking at her like with a brain injury and it's just like it makes me so sad.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And then the other part is like I worked my whole life and like I remember looking at her when I was in June and I just thought we made it. We got out. You know, we're here now.
Yeah.
We're just sitting there. And you just get thoughts of that when you're around someone you love, you know?
Yeah.
So like it's good that I got to do all this and got to experience that and I continue to do it. She'll just keep getting better and better, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good. And like for her, I think it'll be so cool and proud to see, because I feel like seeing internet fame to like in-person fame's different. Like, you know, if you see someone give you 10,000 likes on a photo, but you see 10,000 people rock up to meet you, it's so different.
Yeah.
So like for her, like now being so close to you, she's probably like, wow, like look at all these people getting photos with him. Look at all these people who want to get photos with me. Like it's cool that you can share all that with her. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, when I bought her a car, I took her to Brisbane, took her to the Cala, and we went in the pool by the poolside and everyone's coming up to me like, you're the man, this and that, sending us drinks and shit. And this is like the first time I'd caught up with her in person after it all happened.
Oh,
so
true.
even for me, like, it was crazy that day. It was just one of those days. You know how sometimes you walk and so many people come up to you just like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
It was like that in front of her and she's like, what the fuck's going on here? Cocktails are coming, wine's coming, everything's coming left, right and centre. People are yelling out, calling me the top C. She's like, what's that? I'm like, don't worry about it. But it was mad.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's sick. So
Yeah, good to show her all that.
yeah. So that's a lot that's happened, and then move moved her, got that new house. Then obviously you bought the June house, which is fucking crazy ass house.
Yeah.
Now I guess because it's one of those things that people ask me about it because I'm mates with you. What did he pay this and that? Blah blah. He paid too less, paid too much. Oh, is this and that? Like, and rumors starting. But I remember you saying one of the biggest things was the fact that it was quite a unique sale because the house wasn't really for sale. You were sort of like, I want it now.
Yeah.
So you,
I wanted it at the time. You know what it's like. When you got your mind on something, you're like, I'm making this happen.
Plus, the house that you see, it's not a normal house where you can wait forever. Like, I've never seen a house look like that.
There's nothing you can compare it to. So there's no
I'll get it
real
later.
indicator on what is this worth.
Yeah.
There's nothing in that area that's even been close to it.
Yeah.
So then it's like, it's a bit of a risk going in, paying that sort of money for a house. To be honest, I didn't really think about it that much. I was just
When
like,
you bought it,
fuck
you just...
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
And whatever I need to do, I'll do it.
What's the repayments on this? Yeah, I can do that.
Done.
Bang.
If I can't, I'll make it happen. All good.
Yeah.
It was sweet, but something I didn't consider was like, all right, this is in my personal name. My repayments are $55,000 a month. So I've got to draw that out of my business now into my personal name. You don't actually have to do that. You can take a loan from your business and build up a Division 7A loan. So you're loaning the money to yourself.
You're still
not paying the higher tax rate, but eventually you have to pay that money back, which when you sell the house, you can do.
Yeah.
So like there's always a way it always works out, but...
I'm in the exact same position you with this house.
Yeah.
So I got to pull out the money. And then I said, why don't we say, because half of this house is technically for work. I've got all the car garages, podcast room. So I do all my filming in the lounge, the gym, blah, blah. And then they said, look, it's good. We can do whatever you want. We can claim 30% of the all your payments can come from the business, and then 70% that. He's like, but if you buy this house for $5 million and sell it for $8 million, then you got to pay 30% tax. So it's like you keep thinking you'll get all these loopholes, but at the end of the day, there's going to be one day where you're going to have to.
All it is just getting the best strategy that works the best for you.
Yeah.
Like in my head, weighing it up with that house, it didn't really make sense. And it's like, okay, you've got this mad house, you've got this much money stuck in it. How much money are you really going to make from it long term? And then what could you have done with that money long term? And what would have happened if you took this path?
Yeah.
It could have been the difference between, all right, let's say it grew $3 million. Cool. After stamps, agent fees, all that bullshit, I'd walk away $2 million profit. Or I've got, like, come on. Think about how much money you can make if you did a couple of developments with that money.
Yeah, and like you said, if you're pulling that into your personal wage, on top of that 55, there's another 20K tax every week on that, every month.
Because I worked out.
You'd have to make $5 million on that house to actually probably fucking break even.
Yeah. But then there's other parts to it, right? So then there's like you're filming in it. So like that brings exposure to your business, which makes you money. So there's so many moving parts where you can't just look at it like A and B. It's got to be like as a whole, what has this really done for you? And you'll never know, but people talking about just the numbers on that property.
No, you can't.
Come on. You're all making reels on me now talking about me. That's because I bought this property.
Yeah.
So
your all content pops up in the feed, and even if you don't know who you are, you're like, fuck, look at this joint.
Yeah.
Like it gets your attention. Yeah. So, you would have acquired new audience, and I feel like I've been like a little bit with you like that. When I came in here, I was and ahhing, doing the numbers, but I thought, hang on, I remember this is when me and you first started talking. I was in the old house. So you know what, the new house I get, it's got a gym in it. I want to start getting back in shape. And that's when, I got you do the program with you, got back in shape. So, I was able to, all my cars are in different factories in storage, getting scratched and flat and everything. So when I got this, all the cars go in the garage, on charge, clean. I got the gym, so I've been able to look after my health. I got a backyard for Saint. I got the podcast studio. So if you're looking at numbers, it's probably a bit too much for just me, Anita, and Saint to be living in a house like this. But if you're looking at like how much I've been able to level up, I can't put value on that.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So from what you're telling me, this house makes it easier for you to just level up in all aspects, which like you cannot put a price on. When you wake up feeling good and you're being efficient with your time, you know how much money you can make through your businesses when you're on like that. This was the problem with me at June. I felt like it was taking away from me and stressing me and it was taken away from what I was really passionate about.
Why-
Like I would
why?
wake up and like there was a lot of maintenance to that house, for example.
So just wasting
So,
your
like,
time calling a sparky,
Yeah, like
calling
there's
a
this
gardener.
and that and this and that going on. And as you know, with any house, if you've got a lot of things in the house, a lot of components to it, there's more room for things to go wrong with it and more things you got to fix at times. That just happens.
Bro, you're talking to
Yeah.
the guy.
We're talking to the lead king
Talking
here.
to the guy that's
So,
roof caved in.
when little shit like that, just little things each
Just
day
snaps
happen
you.
and it's annoying you a little bit, then instead of thinking about what's the best Instagram reel I'm going to make today, I'm thinking about a fucking little problem that doesn't even matter.
Yep.
Or like, oh no, this is the biggest issue. The cunts in my street, it's just one little street, they're doing a full reno. So they're parking in my spots. None of my guests can come in. There's noise when we're filming. They're just rude cunts. They're probably watching this. Yous are all right, to be honest, but fuck you. So they...
No, that
like
makes
just
it
little
hard.
blues, like someone's parking in front of my driveway. So I'm coming home going, then I'm angry walking up going, move your fucking car.
Yeah.
And shit like that. And I don't want to be angry like that. That was happening to me so often.
Well, you were having it happen to you at work. So, like,
Yeah, bro.
when you go home, that's where you don't
Yeah.
want to deal with that shit.
So like a little shift like that can just fuck a mad reel you're going to make that day or the momentum you had that day. It's like an interruption and it was happening too often. So I think I just have this sort of negative association with all that. And I was talking to my boys. We were just sitting there having a drink at the Tropic and I was like, I'm unsure if I've made the right decision here. And I was like, but like, you know, I'm not gonna go to the effort to try to sell this thing.
Yeah. Especially so soon.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna cop it, whatever. Like it's mad. It's not like, oh, your house is shit. It's like you got a great house, all good, whatever. I'm just gonna cop it. I'll just work on my bit.
All right, guys, this podcast is brought to you by Two Savage, mate. But for real, guys, check out Two Savage. They are the freshest sunnies. It's the only sunnies you'll see me rocking. They're the best. They're the best price. They're practically invincible. You won't be able to break them. I mean, look, I'm not going to say won't be able to break them because people have tested it and like fully smash them with hammers and they break and then complain they break. But they're very, very durable. They're very, very good value. They look good. And if you've got an ugly mug like me, they cover it up. So guys, jump on Two Savage. They're one of our sponsors. Wouldn't be doing these without them. There's a link in the description. Get your discount code, Candy. Let's go. It was almost like
So
you're
it
like,
doesn't
this
matter.
isn't as good as I thought it would be. Like the house is good, but owning this house isn't
Yes.
what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, like especially when it's just me, bro. It's me
It's
and my
nuts.
nephew, and I'm like at my girlfriend's house
Anyway,
60% of the time. So I'm paying $55,000 a month. I sleep there twice a week, bro.
nah, that's
So I was like, nah, it just doesn't make sense. But I'm sitting at a table. I go to my friends. I'm a bit unsure. I get up and go for a walk. Ed Cherry walks past me, and he goes, "I got a buyer for your house." Just randomly.
Just after you thought that.
like bang. I go, "Yeah, all right." He's like, "This is their budget." I'm like, "Brother, call me next week." I'm like, "I don't know if I want to sell it," which was sort of good because, to be honest, I was like, "I don't know. If it makes sense, bro, call me. All good, we'll do it."
But then if it happens this easy, you're like, fuck, should I be selling it?
So then, but because I didn't really care, I got to negotiate hard and push hard.
Yep.
So they're going, "Oh, no, we're not going to pay that. We're paying this." I go, "Fuck off then.
I'll just keep it.
I'm keeping it. All good." Yeah. And then when I really weighed it up and it came down to like, all right, we had it at 12.5. And they left it to the last day of the contract. They go, we've got another contract on another house. If you don't drop this price, we're pulling it. We're pulling it and we're buying this one. And I said, okay, just tell them to get fucked. And then I go, hold on. All right, is this the universe telling me this is like on a plate for you probably should walk out now.
Yeah.
It's an easy leave. It's been great. And you're leaving clean.
Well, especially
No
after
loss.
all the media saying that you broke the record, you paid the most.
Yeah.
You in your head, you might have had second guesses going, did I pay too much for this house? Am I going to be able to ever get this money back on the house?
I just thought if something went wrong and you got that money in there, how much of a loss could you cop? Like you put yourself at risk. You also put yourself in a position for a mad gain, bro. Like it could have went either way.
Yeah.
So in the end, the house sold for 12. And when you weigh up everything, stamp duty was 630,000, agent fees 250 to 70, I don't know. And then the interest you've paid along the way, pretty much walking away, I've probably lost a little bit.
Yep.
But
You
also got to live there.
Yeah,
went through the whole experience, and then like, what do I really want? Because I've actually done it.
It was a bit of an eye opener for you.
Yeah. So then I straight away went and bought land. So that's another thing I've got going on. I'm building a house now.
So was this the auction?
Yeah, that auction was a bit of land I purchased, and I've just designed. The house is getting designed right now.
Oh, that's exciting, bro.
Yeah.
Congrats. That's epic. So washed your hands, maybe lost a little bit, got to learn a lot, got to live it, got to tick it off. It's out of your mind, like, oh, I wish I got that house, like it's done. Then you're like, all right, I'm going to pull back a bit. But in this time too, you brought some pretty cool cars because you've got the G, the Urus.
I got the Urus, the G, and I've got the Porsche now. That's it.
Oh, did you sell
I bought
the
an
Lambo?
STO. I don't know if I had that last time.
Nah, the black car.
So I was running the STO, but then thought, you just got to change shit up. Like, I don't care that much.
Like the Urus would have felt similar to you, hopping in the Urus and the STO, like feeling similar.
Oh, no, way different.
Yeah.
But I like drove it for a bit, got my photos with it, and then move on.
Oh,
Next.
yeah.
I'm like, am I just going to hold? I had 5 cars in my garage at one point. I'm thinking, why?
Well, you got 2 different cars. The STO is going to go down in value, and the Porsche is going to go up.
I lost 200 grand on the STO in 6 months. But
they were always going to do that though,
Yeah.
because they're not like a limited build or hard to get. Like you go on car sales and type in STO, there's 100. You put in GT3 RS, there's none, or there is.
there's
but
just
they're
something about
price.
the Porsche, bro.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
sick
cracker.
car, man. It's different. Sometimes like I don't know. When I've even just used like mates' cars, people look at you in a Lambo like sometimes if they're jealous, they can think you're a wanker.
I gotta be
but
honest.
the Porsche cunts are like no one hates it.
Yeah.
They're like,
I feel like the STO is just the car you get when like you don't know what you're doing and you got a bit of money and you're like, yeah, I'm getting a Lambo.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you made money in crypto or you're selling e-com courses
Like,
or whatever.
For me, it just came up. Someone's like, I had this allocation. I don't want it. Do you want it? I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't know shit about cars. Like, I'm not a car guy. I'm just like, it looks hectic. I want to drive around in something that looks hectic. That's as far as it goes for me.
Yeah.
Are people going to hate on me for that?
Yeah.
They are, right?
Yeah.
They're going to like, this cunt's fuck. Get me a commie, bro.
Nah, you got to be a certain breed to like, to be liking Commodores when I guess you could be buying more expensive cars but still driving them. It's
Yeah, but like I don't have the time and energy to be so invested in cars and everything about them. Like I'm just I'm here to help people lose fat.
Yeah.
And that's all.
That's
I
what I mean.
know.
They're my content.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
my job.
yeah.
Doing, YouTube and doing car giveaways and staying relevant in the automotive scene, track days, it all ties in for me. It's a piece of piss. But
I do want to come to a track day though.
I've got to get you out, man.
Yeah, I know. I got to experience. Maybe then it'll be a different story when I come on this.
Yeah, I mean, I've witnessed a lot of times when I've given people their first sort of bug where they're like, oh, whatever, and then they go out and they're like fucking hooked. They're like, man, like the adrenaline, like just cane in the car.
Yeah, bro.
Not worrying about like, is this illegal or not?
Yeah.
Just fucking.
No speed cameras on there?
Nah, you're good.
The faster you go, the better.
Yeah, 100%. Unless you come off, but yeah.
Nah, I'm actually keen. We got to get it going.
Yeah, well, the Porsche is perfect. You can set all the lap times on it. You can do it's a track car.
We tune it. We chuck that exhaust on it.
Yeah, yeah,
We're talking behind the scenes, little exhaust for the Porsche.
yeah. Working on it now. It's
Yeah.
going to sound extra spicy.
I'm wrapping it as well at the moment.
Are ya? What
Yeah,
colour?
Just changed it up. I don't know. I won't reveal it yet.
Oh, you do know, but you're not
Change it
saying. Nah, that's sick. It's good, bro. Like, you see so many of these hectic cars and people just leave them just normal all the time. And it's just like...
Yeah, like, because they're so crazy, you don't want to fuck with them and put an exhaust on. But I was thinking about it. Like, my G's got the exhaust, it's tuned. It fucking sounds mad.
Oh, I even like when Adrian did the exhaust on the SVJ, he was like, man, it's crazy. I think he spent $1 million on it when it was new and he never really drove it. And he's like, I can't believe I spend like 20K on an exhaust and I'm obsessed. Like he's just canes it. He's like, it's gone from me can't be fucked to like, can't wait to take it out.
Bro.
So it's like, on the other hand, it's like you're spending that much money, you spend a little bit extra and just your smile is just like, this is sick. So
Have you tuned your G?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I first got in mine from Mercedes, I was like, it's not
Not
doesn't
punchy.
have that oomph to it, you know.
Yeah, and they're a bit quieter and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're
So then
sick
as
with
soon
the
as-
tune.
I wasn't really happy when I was driving around at first. Then
Well,
as
you're
soon as I
buying a big
tuned
V8.
it,
You want it to sound
Yeah.
like, you know.
you want that shit spit and fire, bro.
Yeah, 100%. So, STO's gone, GT3's in, house is, June's gone.
I'll tell you something about June, how it really helped me too. Because I've bought that and me and Grayo have done some collab posts, then it's like brought exposure to me from like people that are into development.
Oh, yeah.
Or those sort of people that want exposure from like an influencer. Mm-hmm. So with my build, I've done a post like, if you're interested in like getting involved in this, because I want to make so much content with it.
Yeah.
That was what interested me in doing a build myself. I'm like, I'm doing YouTube now. This is all mad content I could be putting together, and I could show people like, hey, I had zero idea what I was doing when it comes to building a house or literally no idea. And my first house I built, I just winged it. I'm like, all right, learn a lot of lessons along the way. Now coming to the second one, I have so much more experience and like,
Well, it's cool, bro. When you get someone with following like yours that's doing developments and shit. If you're an architect or someone, or you know, interior designer, it's such an easy way to go. Hey, I want to do your shit if you're vlogging it, and then everyone goes, oh, because that's you don't really know where to go for that shit. I feel like normal stuff. There's always people promoting, hey, go here, go there. But when you start talking developments and good trades and that, people like me, I've had heaps of dud trades just going through them because I don't know where to go. I don't know
like
who to talk
if you're
to.
a good tradie and you do work for us, we're going to tell everyone. Like we would just love a good tradie, bro.
Yeah, bro, at this stage, I'm happy to pay above retail. I just want a
boys,
fucking
come
sick
on.
job.
So like I'm doing the build with my mate. He's been a builder for like 15 years, but hasn't worked for himself. He's just opened his business.
Yep.
And he's doing his first house now and he's killing it. So I'm like, you and me together, we're going to do this. It's going to be the only job he's doing, so we're going to pump through it.
See, is it a single house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's for me to live in.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Fuck, so it's going to be
bro.
a little bit bougie.
Going hard.
Wait,
with
what
it.
about the Broadbeach house then?
I'm selling that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All
so
right,
that's
all
on the
right.
market right now, 122 Rio Vista Boulevard, if anyone's interested.
And then you'll, if you sell that now, you just rent somewhere in the interim.
I'm already renting somewhere.
Oh.
You seen my fucking Instagram?
Oh, you're on the water.
Yeah.
You're
bro.
preparing yourself.
Yes. So I'm renting for now.
Yeah. So
crazy.
what were you doing with 122? Just got it ready to sell?
That was
turnkey?
rented out.
Oh, was it?
Because when I moved to June, I rented it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Should have
Okay.
just sold it, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, the
I had an
market's
issue with
still-
selling shit.
The market's still going up.
I just hold everything.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, because like I'll try sell a car and someone will put in a shitty offer.
And you
Hey,
can't be fucked talking to anyone.
No one gets it now.
Yeah, yeah. Bro, I've done that with like so many things. So like, nah, don't worry, I can't be fucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What was
that's
I saying about this build?
Yeah, you're doing it with your mate. He's going to smash it, jump on, get it done.
So we put out expressions of interest if anyone wants to collab on anything. And bro, the amount of emails I've had,
Hectic.
like crazy.
Hectic.
I'm like, this is great. So then we'll just pick like where we want to make the good content. It'll be great for their business,
Yeah.
good for us. So I think I can save a lot of money in the whole process.
Yeah.
And then I've built my own house at cost price because I'm building it. I'm not buying it off someone.
What was your Rio Vista house? Did you build that or did you?
Yeah, I built that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice house.
Yeah, it's great. I loved it. Did you? You've been there,
Yeah, it's like, it's perfect. It's
Bro,
got
I
everything.
fucking loved that house.
Yeah.
It just there was just a few little things missing. Like there was no garage space. The garage was really tight. There was no grass for animals. Like just those little things.
Yeah.
Like the position of it, and then the traffic out the front.
Bro, we're
Just
supposed
those
to be
little
selling
things
this
like that.
house.
Fuck, cut that. Yeah, we are. Hey, cut that out. But we're saying it's the best house.
No,
There's
it
little
is.
things.
It is.
That's
It is. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like to someone who doesn't have a dog or doesn't care about that doesn't matter.
At the time, like I couldn't have been happier.
No,
when I first walked into that house, I'm like, "Fuck, this is crazy, bro."
Yeah.
I remember like just when people would come over, I'd be like so proud to be like,
Bro, I remember when I didn't know you and like because my missus and her friends are obviously just obsessed with like interior design and seats that look like this and shit.
yeah,
Anytime like you'd have stories where your house was on it, they'd send me a story and like, fuck, his house is sick. And like,
Yeah.
I didn't know who you were. But
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, that joint looks cracker.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking house. But like I said, everyone's got different things. Like, you know, I moved into my old house, the one on the water. And I said to Anita when we moved in, I said, I'll never leave here. Like, this is fucking perfect. And then obviously life changed. We had a kid. And then I was watching him play in a little concrete square out the back. And I'm like, fuck, I need grass. I need a backyard. So, you know, to one person, you know, it's fucking dream perfect. And then your life can change and it's not suitable for what you need.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like,
you only had 2 cars back then.
What you want is like, it's always changing. Like, I'd love to be in that house. Like, I love that house. It's just
Not suitable now.
It's not suitable now.
It's crazy.
Like, if I could pick that cunt up and put it somewhere else, perfect.
Just scoop
Throw
it up.
in an underground car park.
Basement. Yeah.
Done.
Well,
Bit of grass.
It's stuck in my head, like you said to me, which now like resonates not, because one side of me I always did like it was really big on vision boards. So like every year I'd do a new vision board. I'd really like be like really thorough with my goals. And then now I've like changed the way I do my goals because of like one day we'll talk and you're like, man, I don't set goals because, you know, especially say 5-year goals, because where I was 5 years ago was not even remotely close to what I would be now. So how do you set goals when you don't even know what you're capable of? So, and I was like, it's always resonated with me. And I was like, you know, I look back and all these goals, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to set a bit more like broader goals. Like, you know, I want to be, you know, the best father I can be to Saint. I want to be healthy and active, because that's a bit more of a like a, you can keep doing that.
Well, it's like, what does the person who is that do?
Yeah.
And you do that every day.
Yeah.
Right? And then it just works out.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think. It's like, okay, you can have all these massive goals, but at the end of the day, it's daily habits that are going to get you there. So I'm just focused on the daily habits I need to do, and I'm going to be where I'm supposed to be.
That's
Does that
fucking,
make sense?
Fuck, he comes back 12 months later after I've just got his last one and just just redone it.
It's
even
like,
better.
where do you want to be? Fuck,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, life throws shit at you and you adapt every day with what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's like, shit's going to go good, shit's going to go bad. I'm just going to keep trying to be consistent with being a good cunt every day and doing the right things that I know make me happy.
Yeah. And learning as much as you can along the way. You know, when you get burnt, sort of like
Great
be
lessons,
a bit more
bro.
like, you know, as long as you're taking these lessons on, like you said, bad shit's going to happen all the time. But how you deal with it, and, you know, for me now, some real bad shit happens and it's weirdly almost doesn't unfazed. I'm unfazed because I've just had the worst shit happen. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, what do we do now?
It was old me, like if something bad happened, bro, I'd not sleep. I'd wake up in the morning, remember it again. I'd be like, nothing almost
But the
fucks my
funny
next
thing
day.
is, it taking away your thoughts and all that shit just fucks with this amazing business you're running, which, like, say you get burnt with a bit of money, it's something that's fuck all.
It'll do more damage in your...
You're losing more money by thinking about it rather than just going mad, lesson.
Yeah.
Let's focus on business and just keep
You're trying
killing
to
it.
chase that up. How do I go? Should I get them? Should I try and hit them up for this? No, fuck. I'm
Just
going to
let
take.
it go.
I'm going to take them to court out of principle, and they shouldn't get away with that. But really, that's costing you so much more money. And yeah, I agree. And like
Sometimes you just got to cop the loss, and
Yeah.
then keep focusing on what you're doing. Take the lesson. Then when it happens again, you're like, I've seen this before.
Yeah, yeah. And like you said, there is definitely a pattern. You know, I watch a lot of like podcasts, especially like I don't know, like Nelk Boys and that. They get some really good guests on, and it's all the same shit, man. It's like, you know, 80% of the traits are very the same. Like, big risk, go hard, put yourself out there. Don't listen to like people like around you, like telling you otherwise. If you got something, go with it. Go with your gut. Go hard, and like you said, you just look at all these like billionaire dudes and what they've got, and you're like, well, if they're doing this and this, and that's what I'm doing. I know I'm moving in the right direction, and, you know, making sure you're in the right circle, not hanging around duds, and, you know, all these things. And it's so funny because I grew up with, you hear all these sayings like, you know, your network is your net worth, you know, who you hang around, and you hear it all. And it's weird. It's like you ignore it until it fucking happens to you. And then you're like, oh, that's what that means.
Brother, the devil's in disguise.
Yeah,
So
right.
even someone you think's a really good cunt and that they're a nice person and they're around you, but they're toxic and you're not seeing it.
Yeah.
And it does take away.
Yeah.
And then later you go, fuck, why'd I have that around me?
Yeah.
Or you might be thinking, oh, it doesn't affect me. I'm sweet. I'm doing my thing.
It will.
Little
It's
shit
something will
always
happen, bro.
creeps in, brother. Like when we sit and have conversations, it's so different. Like we're sitting there G'd up, fucking.
Yeah.
We don't need anything from each other.
Yeah.
We're just catching up, talking about
All the cool
what
shit.
we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's like a positive fucking
Yeah.
positive conversation that gets you motivated to go and do shit. Or you can be around someone that's like, you tell them you're doing something, they're envious. They're like,
Why is that? How much does that cost? What's, And
must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah. And you're just like, don't get me wrong. Some shit happens and people want to vent. You're there for them. But there's also people where you're like, you walk away and you're like, oh, I feel drained.
Yeah.
Whereas I leave you and I'm like, fuck,
Remember
I'm
I
G'd
told
up.
you I got burnt? We won't go into what it was about. I'm like, I got ripped. I laughed. I said, their loss.
Yeah.
Now I'm not their friend.
Yeah.
Like, what a dumb cunt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's-
good lesson for me, but what an idiot. Why would you do that? Like,
Yeah.
I'm someone that's always going to be there for the people around me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. And it makes you value the good ones in your life.
Yeah.
It almost makes you like, because, going through this stuff, I've had like really, really close people to me do the wrong thing that like, I can't believe, and people tell me and I can't believe, and then I need to see proof, like, and you're just like, why or how?
Yeah.
Now it's at this stage where the people around me I really like cherish, and because the older I'm getting, I've gone from 100 mates at 50 to 30 to like 5, and it's like, man, if I lose more, I'm gonna be fucking alone for the rest of my life. So it's like the people that are like always have my back and doing the right thing and loyal, like. I make more of an effort with them than I used to, because I just sort of grow up thinking like everyone's cool, everyone's mates, everyone's fun. And the more times you get ripped off, you're like, nah, fuck, I really got to like make an effort to hang out with that person and this, because you just learn this shit. Like, because you're like me, we're good cunts, we're fun, we're positive, we've got no bad intentions. And you just grow up thinking everyone else is like that. And then when they start doing you wrong, it's like your brain can't.
yeah, you can't you're like,
fucking
there's
work
no
it
way.
out. Yeah, or like if you're doing business with someone and they're ripping money behind you, like it was never even a 1% thought for you to do it to them. So when they do it to you, you're just like, nah.
Some people are wired different, brother. It's crazy.
Yeah, it
and
is.
You're like, because everyone thinks a certain way, and we sort of relate how we think to that's how this person must think, and this is their intention. So when you've always got good intentions, it's hard to see the bad in someone.
It is.
It's literally hard. Like it's not a thought. It's not how our brain works.
And it sucks
But
because
you have to.
Well,
You have
it
to-
leaves us
You have
open
to
for
be
it.
more skeptical, brother.
Yeah.
Like you really do.
Bro, you know who's fucking like the most skeptical? Like Adrian. When I'm with
Yeah.
Adrian, and I always think he's being too harsh.
Yeah.
And he's always right. Like, I'll be like, something, this and that, blah, blah. I'm like, no, you wouldn't do that, And he's
He'd be like, I could see it in his eyes.
bro,
You can see it in their eyes, brother.
Bro, he shreds cunts. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's being too mean, he's that, or he's cold, or whatever. And then I find out something later. I'm like, fuck, Adrian was right. Like, that cunt would have got him. Like, you know what I mean? And like, bro, for like people like us, it leaves us open for bad. Like, you're exposing yourself to danger, whether it's trusting someone around your missus, to your family, to your money, to your, like, they've got intentions, and you got to like stop, like, you got to make sure you don't leave yourself open.
I think
to
for
shit
me, the biggest thing's just been like, when I do business with someone, I want it to be great for both of us.
Yeah.
I want us both to get what we deserve.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I've been with Frontrunner since day one, and we've been great. And like, I've not really taken much else on. I do the meals with Papa Macros now as well, but I've had so many opportunities, and I never feel like it's fair on both ends, or someone's not seeing your value. I don't know if they don't see your value, or they're just trying to get the best they can for them. And I feel like in business, if you're being greedy and just trying to get the best deal for yourself, it's going to end up you in a worse position. You know?
But bro, 100, even like the whole time we dealt with the G Up collab, when it was all ready to go, signed off, the whole time, not me or you crunched numbers. So I said, what do you want to make out of it? And I said, all right, let's try and make that. I don't care, because to have you associated with G Up, I don't care about even that one flavor. Just to the whole brand as a whole, that's sick. And I'll have fun doing it with you. I'll have fun throwing contents, wrapping the cup. Like for me, it was like, it's got to work. And I think now when I look back, because I've done business with so many people, a big red flag for me is when you're doing contracts and they're putting their solicitor and then it's yours and then yours back. It's almost like there's this guy, nah, you should be getting this. And then they're like, and now I think about it, all the way up to me with Adrian when I was doing giveaways and he was, we did this shitty contract with like 10 words and that expired in 2021 and we haven't done nothing since. Like, bro, flip side, everything is
but
like,
there's levels to this shit. Like, these are boys. But in business, sometimes you're not boys. You're doing business and you need that shit. That's a lesson I've learned along the way.
Oh, you can definitely be too casual, but there's also a point where I've been talking to my solicitor, for instance, and I'm like, oh, let's put this in there, let's put that. And then, you know, he sort of stopped me. Shout out to Blake Fraser. He's my solicitor I use down your way. He's really good. But he's like, man, if you're really feeling this and putting this in there and like talking about it, are you doing business with the right person? Like if you're like,
tell me this part.
He said at the end of the day, anyone can break a contract. So if you're paranoid for every, like I went from the big things down to like full micro things. He's like, man, if you're genuinely this worried, I wouldn't be doing business with a person. If you think this could happen, because he goes, at the end of the day, contracts only get you so far. People can go around it, find clauses, do things. They'll find a way to rip you out. It's going to be headaches, court cases. So it's like, if you honestly feel that, you know, in your gut that you have to get this far, like you might not be doing business with the right person. And with you and we never got the nitty gritties, and
we would just have conversations and I'd be like,
just say on the phone, hey, you want to do this?
Like my biggest thing why we probably didn't do it was like, brother, I have a weird feeling about it. And I was just honest with you.
He said, I don't know if it's my best image.
Be associated with alcohol for two reasons. Like,
I'll drink it every night.
Like now I'm exposed to alcohol more when I want to drink less.
Yeah.
So it's just, we're talking about who you're around.
Yeah.
If you're around alcohol, you're going to drink it more. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
So I
remember we're like, oh, it's a sign when they were knocking back the logos.
When they started knocking it back, I was like, all right, don't worry about it. Like, something will come up for us. I even said it. You said, what do you reckon? And I said, I wouldn't do it. Remember, I said, if you're already, said to me,
I said, if you're already feeling like this.
You said, brother, there's no pressure from me.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, if you're not 100% in, I don't want you to do it.
That's what I mean.
Which was mad for me.
I wasn't like going, come on, we need that. And like, we're going to make so much money off him. I need to get this deal done. I was like, bro, if you're already feeling like this, it's not worth it. We'll do something else later.
Yeah,
whatever. I don't care.
Something in the lines will always come up or it won't, and it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. You can tell when people were like trying to get as much as they can for them. Yeah. Because they wouldn't have been like that. They would have been, no, we'll do this, we'll do that. And it's like, okay, now you're coming across a bit desperate. Like, what are you getting off me? You know? So,
like for us, that whole thing would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone that was involved has a good following. We all would have been pumping content together. It would have been a mad win. But like,
just wasn't right.
I've always said, like, I operate between my values and with integrity.
Yeah.
And I'm like, regardless of the outcome of anything, I'm only ever going to do it if it aligns with what I really am about.
Yeah.
So I just had to ask myself that, and I'm like, well, the answer's no here, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, if you find yourself doing, 6 to 8 week sober streaks and that, it's a bit hard to push alcohol.
Yeah.
You know? And then there's the other end. If you're a raging alcoholic, I wouldn't have wanted to do it. You know, it's just, I'm like, I drink every weekend and I work through the week. It's pretty easy.
You've actually got it all sorted out, but to be honest, like, people think you would party a lot more than you actually do.
Well, they always get let down.
You're full responsible with how you do it, and it suits, like, it doesn't interfere with anything else you're doing.
I've realised though, I thought I was normal, but like everyone I go out with, like, we going off, whatever, having the best time, vibes are good crew, everything, and then I'm like, oh shit, boys, 12 o'clock, and they're like, so I'm like, yeah, I'm going. They're like, just stay for another hour. I'm like, why? And then I'll get to that hour, and then you'll say, just stay another hour, stay another hour, and then it'll be 5 a.m. and I'll go, I should have got left at 12. Yeah. And it's like I already predicted it, so
you've got too much experience, brother. You know how this goes. But yeah, even for me, like, I'll go sober, and then I'll be like, oh, I'll just have a couple, and then the next week you're just slowly letting it in.
Yeah,
I got no problem with it, but my problem is if I say I don't want to do it, that's it. I don't want to do it. Yeah. I don't want to let myself down. So if I'm saying I'm doing something, I got to do it, and I know when I need to be in with it, I need to be all in.
Yeah.
Because if you're just not that little bit in, oh yeah, sweet, bang. Now you've let it back in, and who knows where you end up. Yeah.
Well, I've worked out my average, like a good stint for me is 12 hours. I love a good, like if it's any less than that, I'm almost unsatisfied.
Yeah.
So I really learnt to like, if I'm going to drink, do a party, do whatever, it's like a lunchtime and you're in bed by midnight, pull up, no hangover.
Yeah.
It's good. You felt like you had a massive day because it was 12 hours.
Yeah.
But if you start drinking like 10, 11 o'clock, like,
Yeah.
fuck, a few hours goes, it's already 2 in the morning, you know,
And
it's
you
going to.
fucked your sleep routine. That's one of the biggest things.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But for me, like, I fucking love my life. And actually, it was something you said to me on the phone when I rang you saying, oh, I'm feeling shit, blah, blah, blah. You go, bro, I don't even get why you go and do shit that makes you feel shit when you live the best life and you love it. And if I was you, I would just be getting up every day and just be fucking loving it.
huge shout out to Livco, guys. I'm rocking the pink. As you can see, we're going with the pink look. We've got the pink logo with the pink underside, the two-tone distat. Guys, they're doing really cool drops. They're very limited though, so you got to be quick. Make sure you jump on there. Even just sign up to the Become a VIP so you get notified, because we did a Troy Candy drop and it sold out overnight. Jump on there, heaps of cool hats, really cool fitting deep A-frames. If you've got a big scone like me and you want to fit the whole cradle inside the hat, these are perfect for you. Good value, Livco. Thanks again, one of our major sponsors. Discount code Candy, link in the description. Let's go. Oh yeah, I remember. I said, what would 18-year-old you if he saw your light? You said you couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, could you imagine 18-year-old you rocking up to your house, seeing your cars, seeing your missus, not hitting on her, like she's a good-looking chick, like 18-year-old you know, all that. And then he comes and
34-year-old me still
sees
thinking
you, comes sees you laying in bed. He'd be like, are you sick?
Yeah, get up,
Like,
you gronk.
Bro, go take the car for a drive. Go do this.
But that's what I'm saying to myself. But when you said that, I'm like, yeah. And when I do all the things I should be doing, I'm getting up going, fuck yeah, I'm driving this car to my gym today.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm driving it around thinking, how this is crazy that I'm doing this. And you're living every day grateful.
Yeah.
But when you're doing the shit that you shouldn't be doing, shit that doesn't align with where you want to go, you can't even be fucked to go drive your car. And you're like, what the fuck is this? So when you said that to me, I'm like, yeah, like I just need to be doing the right things every day.
Yeah.
Just the little non-negotiables, bro. Waking up at the right time, getting up, going to the gym, having your coffee, getting in a good workout, eating good food.
Yeah.
Being consistent with that, starting your day with that, just sets you up.
Bro,
And then
100%. I'm like, even when people, they'll send me an inbox, say they've got all these problems, they're feeling lost, this and that. Like, I look back at every time I was lost, the more I like procrastinated, thought about that, it just went deeper hole. The minute I thought, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to fix it, but I'm just going to start being better. I'm going to get up earlier. I've got nothing to get up for, but I'm going to get up earlier. I'm going to go to gym. I don't want to get massive, but I'm just going to get in the gym. I'm going to start eating better. And it's like,
that's where it
just
starts,
falls
I
into
swear,
place.
bro.
Like, and it sounds so corny, like, oh yeah, going to gym and eat, but like, man, they've proved how much like the gut and the brain is linked together, you know, and like all your fucking serotonins and everything. Like if you throw all that off, like doesn't matter what you got around you, you feel like shit.
Yeah.
I've had those days where I've like come down pretty bad, and I'm like, I feel like, you know, have you ever had them like, it's like that bad where when you're feeling like that, there's your little daily problems that are there every day. Feel like you're having the worst week and they're massive problems. And then once you get past that, you're like, oh, that wasn't even problems. Like you felt like they were so big you didn't want to deal with them.
Like I thought when I did a big stint sober, I'm just going about my day thinking, fuck, my life's easy. How's running a business and doing all this so easy? Then you have a big weekend, you come into the next week, why the fuck is my world falling apart?
Yeah,
it's not.
Everything's wrong.
It's the exact same shit that happened the week before that you thought was so easy, but every problem's now 10 times.
Yeah,
it's
you almost
such a
feel
big
sick.
deal
You
in your
almost
head.
feel sick in
you
your stomach.
can't deal with it, and then you get through it. You go, what the fuck was going on? I'm not doing that again.
Nah.
What was I going to say to you? I just had something on my mind. I don't know. It'll come back to me. What are we talking about?
No, we were just talking about when
Big weekends.
Yeah, big weekends and stuff.
Yeah, like
aligning with the brands. Drinking.
My whole job is like I need to be creative and switched on, bro.
Yeah.
It's not like I have to sit there hustling all hours, all times.
Yeah.
I need to come up with good ideas.
Yeah.
And when I come up with a good idea and I put it, like I create the reel around it or I'm giving out that info and education, my day's good. And then I do more good things.
Yeah.
But when you fucked yourself and your neurotransmitters are out of whack,
Yeah.
there's no ideas going on. You're just sitting there like a little depressed fuck.
Well, they call them the 1%ers, like these people that own these like really successful big brands. What they want to do is they, like you said, it feels cruisy and not stressful, but you're the 1%er. So everyone can do your EDMs, emails, this, that, run the business.
Yeah.
And you've got this 1%er job. So even though it might take an hour a day, that 1% no one else can do. It's that 1%. You can't hire someone to do that. There's these certain, like, you want to be, and it's good because you don't want to be doing 99% of stuff. You want to make the good money by just doing the 1%.
But don't get me wrong. You might be hearing this thinking, oh yeah, just 1 hour. It's not 1 hour.
Nah, but
it's every thought. It's every second. It's you're living and breathing it, and you have a moment because you're sitting there looking around all day, every day. The only thing on your mind is your business and the ideas you need to bring to it. And then bang, you get that moment because you're in a positive flow. Yeah. And it's like, I got the idea today. Boom, let's go do it. That little thing is like you're living your life for it. To get that little...
And that's what I mean. They call it the 1% because that's the one thing you can't get someone else to do. You can't say, hey, I'm going away this week. Can you do my role? No.
Can't be done. And the other thing is, like I have 60, 70 staff now. My little contribution at the top, if that ain't there, this whole thing falls apart, crumbles. Brother.
Yep.
So
100%, bro. Like I can 100%, relate to that and understand. And like for you, how important it is to be switched on.
Yeah, just feeling good about yourself.
Well, it's interesting because you've said some good points too. There's definitely, and I think this is everyone's biggest battle is balance in life. I'll go sober for ages and I'll blow out so hard because I'm like, fuck, and I'm going to rip in, like I'm overdue. And then, if I'm moderation, and then you find like, oh, what's the point of working so hard if I can't go on a holiday or can't do this? Or, you're finding all those balances. But I think the biggest thing is doing what works for you. Like I just know some people that just don't drink and they just don't have the urge. Or I know some people, well, like me, I can drink every weekend, but Monday comes and like I don't care if I haven't slept over the weekend. I'm like, it doesn't like I'll be in the office. I'm like, I will not cancel an appointment or meeting or anything. So I guess just like, finding those balances, that's the hardest bit.
I think I'm realizing for myself, like when I'm sober and going and doing shit, like going on a holiday and not drinking, I have the best time, bro. But I have the best time when I drink as well. I have the best time with everything I do. But I'm so consistent with my mood and being creative when I'm just not doing it.
You're not having ups and downs.
There's no ups and downs. It's just like, fuck, I love this holiday. My best holidays have been the ones I don't drink on. Yeah. And that's because I probably push it too far when I do it.
And then you sleep in through the day.
Yeah, then you sleep in and you wake up, you're like...
Day's over.
Your girlfriend's looking at you, they're like, get up, you gronk.
Yeah.
And it's like, then you're feeling shit and you're behind and you're chasing the day. I don't know.
It's
right
hard,
now,
man.
I'm in a place where I'm like, I just want to not drink for ages and just be consistent every day because fuck, life is so good.
Yep. And that's the way it should be, bro. You've worked your fucking ass off. If you're not happy with what's around you now, you're never going to be happy. A bigger house, more cars isn't going to fix it. So if you can't be excited to get out of bed now with what you got, then you got bigger problems.
Yeah, it's not the things that are the problem.
You can get more Rolexes, you can get more fucking whatever. You can go to fancier restaurants, but if you're already not happy with what's around you, you'll just be chasing it forever. So, it's good. And like you said, you've probably done some really good business deals out on the piss and networking, and it's not like you regret drinking. It's like you got to know when to tone it down, or
Yeah, to get to a place like this, you've got to be going and doing it. You've obviously had fun, but right now, this is just how I feel.
Yep.
That can change. It's all good.
Yeah, so even for me, I used to try and ease up over Christmas and try and just keep working through. And then last year, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I worked through. Everyone's fucking closed. Like, I'm trying to get replies off people. It's taking 2 days. All my work's taking 10 times longer. I'm missing out on drinking with friends and family. Like, so now I told myself this year, this Christmas, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna fucking enjoy it because I'm so focused on trying to push through it. Yeah. I'm just like, it's like you're walking in mud. You're like, you can't work.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're worried about your health and that. But like you said, you know, it's a week or whatever. I've seen some of your videos where you're like, people binge on Easter or something. And it's like, it's one day.
Yeah.
As long as your fucking weeks are still in it, you know. So now, like, there's just different times, like you said, you know.
Another thing for me is like actually switching off. Like I can see when you're telling me that you're sitting there stressing, probably for no reason, going, I need to hustle and I need to do this at this time. It's a battle to be able to switch off.
Yeah, it is.
Like, that's why I've found if I go away with my missus, sober holiday,
actually switch off.
But then you in a different environment to get mad content anyway, which isn't really work. Like you're doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're fully refreshed. That's been the best for me. But like, it's always there in the back of your mind. Have a drink.
You know what's crazy? You know what's fucking crazy is we every time we take Adrian's jet, it's got no internet. And he went to get internet and it was like, fuck, I think it was something stupid. It's like $10 a meg. Like, it's fucking sickening. And then he was like, even though I was still sort of thinking about it, we have the best time with the crew on the jet because no one's on their phone, bro. And like, no one's stressed about work because you'll just wait till later because
it's your only option.
Yeah. So we all put the phones down and like we just fucking chat and have mad chats and like, and I was like, fuck, how crazy is it that, you know, a little flight is the only thing that sort of gets us to fucking, you know, because even when you hang out, you sort of, it's almost like a habit. You check, scroll,
you're always
you
thinking about work and what you got to do.
How many WhatsApps you got, this, that, fucking, you got to check all your chats and what's going on. And then even if you try and switch off, it's like you get a notification. You're like, I'll just see if that's important.
Yeah.
And then you look, and then you find yourself replying.
Then it's some cunt suing you.
Yeah. But you know what I've worked out is like, even when my phone's offline in those times, you realize like majority of shit can wait, even though you feel like it can't. It's like for some reason you feel like you have to be on top of it straight away, but you know, to try and switch off, majority of shit, you know, it can wait, which is like you said, it's a fucking hard battle, man.
It comes with the job, but it's just how it has to be.
I mean, I tried getting up at 6 a.m, being a tradie every day, doing 6 till 6, digging holes in the rain, and to me that's harder.
Yeah, true.
You know? So
true.
You know, they get to come home at 6, switch off, don't have to answer a call, don't have to do anything. But some are cut out for that. Like I've got mates that do it and they love it. It's a fucking piece of piss.
Yeah.
I'll get me. I'm
For us,
fucking
it
got a
ain't a piece
splinter.
of
I'm
piss.
like, this is fucked. It's cold. I'm fucking hungry. So I guess you just got to choose your heart, don't you? Anything else you want to touch on? I can chop it up or whatever, but I just looked, we're at 58 minutes already.
Should we talk about the nephew?
I reckon
Where's he at?
that's going to be your most asked thing, but I just avoided that. But
He's out on the tools, brother.
Is
it's
he?
funny we're talking about being a tradie at the moment.
choose your hard.
No, he's all right. He's just out learning some life lessons.
Yeah. He's in the naughty corner.
Yeah, he's in the naughty corner.
Time out.
He's just got to learn.
Yeah.
Like, you would know about me, one of my biggest things is just sticking to your word, telling the truth, following your values, you know?
Yeah.
And he's a good kid, and he does that most of the time, but he may have slipped up a little. So now he's just learning a little lesson.
Yeah.
And it'll make him better.
Well, it will, because it's funny. I had a drama in my life earlier, and it was a lot of money. And I got to shout out to my buddy Chris. He's a rich trust fund baby, and he goes, "Well, I can lend you the money." He's like, I can give you the money. You don't even have to pay me back. But he's like, it won't. It could happen again. Like until you have to do it yourself and get through it. You know, it's like. And going through that by myself has made me such a better, like, stronger person because that was such a big thing. It was a lot of money. Yeah. And it's like, you know, it's made me a much stronger person. And it's like you're saying, you know, he might see it as, fuck, he's being a jerk, but you're making him a better.
He knows. Like, I've always got his back. I love him.
Yeah.
I'll do everything I can to help him. And what I'm doing with him right now is helping him.
Yeah. Well,
That's all I'm doing.
It's hard for him, bro, because too, you got to think, I know people think you got famous overnight, 2020 or 2021, whenever it was, and it popped up. But that was a long slug of grinding and PTing for probably $30 an hour or doing free sessions. And like we talked about last time, trying to get leads. Like, I'll PT you for free to hopefully you'll be my client, and you've pulled him out of like where he was before, and just gone bang, spotlight, walk into a restaurant, front seat, driving supercars, you know, and I see this happen because it's happened with me with people who have, you know, whether it's videographers or whatever, they come out and they just get straight to backstage treatment, meet the artist, go like crazy cars, fucking flying all around, do whatever, and then they start getting like greedy or expecting
Bit of
shit.
an ego on
and I'm like, brother, this took me 35 years to get here. You can't come in one week and live the rock star life. Like, so I don't know what's going on with him, but there would be a certain element where it would be easy to slip up because his life has just gone from 0 to 100. Well, not zero, but his life's completely different. Like, you know,
for him, he needs to like go back, take some steps back, and work up, or he will never feel.
It did go to 0 to 100 pretty quick.
He will never feel fulfilled. Yeah. Like, I got no problems, but like he's coming in, and like when I would first give him a free shirt, it's like, oh my God, and then it's like, oh,
where's my shirt?
Like pretty much he's like just ripping the box going, yeah, sick.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's just what happens. So like.
Yeah, and
he needs to like.
It's not his fault. He's young and he's exposed to this lifestyle. So it's like, man, imagine you just got plucked at that age.
It's a very big difference when you got to go get it and you earn it, and I don't know. It's hard for me too. Like I just want the best for him, and I'm like, what is the best thing that needs to happen to him right now for him to become the man he wants to be?
Yeah,
because he doesn't want me just fucking.
No, he just wants to be spoon fed and fucking. You know, he wants to do something off his own back, and you know, I see the content you guys do together. It looks like he really takes it serious, and you know, he does a good job. And I can see like he's literally a mini C. Like you know, he really looks up to you, and it's the way he dresses, talks, fucking everything. You know, and you don't want him going just.
I don't want him fully relying on me, and like you become who you're supposed to be through your experiences. Yeah. And me and him, that should just be one experience of his life. He needs to go do all the things he needs to do. He needs to go fuck up. He needs to pull himself out. Yeah. He needs to go through it all, build up, earn his own money, and then build into like, I've gone from here to here, and then get that confidence about himself. And then who knows what we'll do together. But I think the only way to do that is to like take a bit of a step back and let him find himself.
It's like anything, man. I could imagine the first time you walked in your house, shoes off, fucking fuck, I don't touch anything. I bet by the last day you were like, fucking whatever, like you would have chill outs. And that would happen to him too, where like, say like the house or the car's like first time he'd be like, you know, no, I don't want to drive your car, for instance. And then we're like, hey, can I take your car? Yeah. And it's like, I'm just using examples. Yeah. So I don't know if you said this shit, but that's what happens. You just get used to what's around you. You get used to that life. And it's like you said, sometimes it's good for a little reality check to be like, you know, it's
only for the good.
Yeah, it'll be good to see him pop back into all the content and stuff. But I mean, good little.
He's on the little hustle right now.
What's he doing on tools?
He's on the tools. He's working for the guy that's building my house at the moment. Yeah. And he's looking after mum too, which I really fucking appreciate. I'm very grateful he's there. Like mum has a lot of appointments she's got to go to. So he'll go to work, and then when mum has an appointment, he's got the flexibility to go take her to the appointments back and forth. So it's all working out good. It's all good lessons.
Well, like you said, bro, it's, you know, this is stuff like this is a good true test for character. You know, one side, like if he was a spoiled little shit, you go fuck this, go bender, go carry on, and go, oh, he's been a dick. Yeah. Or the other side is like, fuck, I really fucked up. I want to do things right. I want to work hard, and you know, you've still got the ball in his court.
Yeah, if he's watching this, you know I'll never hate you. Like, I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah.
And like,
no, he'll look back when he's older.
No, but like I've said, fuck. You want to fix what's going on. This is what you need to do. It's done. He's doing it.
That's awesome.
Bit of tough love, all good.
Fuck. So one last thing I do want to touch on, because you're always doing stuff and you touch base on the Papa Macros and Front Runner. You got a lot going on. So like obviously your main source of income, EBT.
Yeah.
That's cruising. Are you pushing hard to scale? You got that running and just going
No,
elsewhere.
always all in
So that's
on
your
it.
main baby
Yeah,
still. Like
yeah,
that's the one.
That
I
is
see,
the
bro. I
one.
saw the you're starting to do the challenges and the cash prizes for like transformations. That's sick. Like, you know, because I was watching it and I was like, you know what's fucking sick about this business model? Even the people that don't win because
the transformation.
you've lured them with the cash. But if I did an 8-week challenge and looked that good, if I didn't win the cash and then I
Yeah.
look like that, I'd be like, fuck, but maybe I needed that carrot to
The
to get off my
transformation's
ass.
the whole point. It's better than the cash.
Yeah.
I would think of your transformation.
100%, bro.
Like,
I'd take that over fucking 20 grand cash, 50 grand cash,
100%.
whatever it is. It's like, but sometimes you need that little fucking
it's just
kick
a
up
little
the bum.
incentive, like, oh fuck, and then we actually get to give it to someone.
Yeah.
which is mad too.
Yeah.
So
They look like they've
still
been
my
working
baby,
good.
still my baby.
Yeah.
It's like ticking away, just trying to figure out different ways to grow it. Business is hard. Like
70
what works,
staff is fucking hectic.
what's working one year is not working the next year.
Yeah.
You know, Instagram's getting harder to have
Facebook
reach.
ads are fucked. Like, you know,
So you always got to adapt, even sometimes just to stay where you're at.
yeah.
But I remember we were talking about my biggest week and everyone's going, this guy's a liar. I'm not lying. What was it? What were we talking about last time?
I reckon.
They're going, because I was saying it's this or nah, probably that, I don't know.
I can't remember. I thought it was like, what did we say? Was it 500 or 250? 200?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
No, it's just funny reading back all the comments. Like, this guy's just talking shit. So funny.
Nah, it's funny. You can tell when, like, you know, I've been around enough people with money. You can tell when people are like, you know, talking shit. I'm like, how do people like when he's got this many houses, this many cars, like even, and they go, oh, it's under finance. I'm like, do you understand the repayments?
Yeah.
Like, even if it is all, or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
But you use finance to make more money.
Bro,
That's the thing.
It's just poor mentality. You know, if the bank's going to give you fucking money for 7-8%, grab it and then make 20% back on it. Like,
exactly.
It's just dumb mentality, but it's always the way it is. But so, and then front runner, you're pushing hard with the cunnies.
Love it.
We've got-
That's
actually, I'm
purely out of
repping
love.
now.
Look at it.
These are my favourite.
I love it. We just did our latest drop and
Pumped.
I fucking love it. You know what? It honestly doesn't pump like on the sale day like it used to because we always try to have stock now. So it's always pumping.
Oh, yeah.
But before it would just sell out and we wouldn't have it again for fucking 3-4 months. So you couldn't get it.
I do think I think there is a bit of a shift. Like, I think people are doing it tougher now this year than, say, I think 2020 was nuts. Everyone was rich because COVID payouts.
Yeah.
And I think since then, it's been wearing off and then things are getting, and like, because I'm in, you know, drinks or car giveaways or like so much different shit. And when you start to see a pattern across it all, no, we're not fucking going broke and shit. But, you know, like you said, you got to keep doing shit to even just stay where you're at.
Really stand out.
I feel like it's really like we're going hard at the moment
right now
because
you got to be all in now to just stay where you are.
Yeah. This will. I reckon a lot of people are going to fold. This will be like if we can just put our heads down and stay, we'll be sweet.
Yeah.
But it sucks to see like Adrian did a like a giveaway of like $200 gift cards at like a Coles. He does them all around Australia, and like people sleep there the night before and shit.
Bro.
And I'm like, I'm so out of touch of like, and that's not like dirt poor. That's like a lot of Aussies are living week to week. Like majority are living week to week, and it sucks because you know that people have to live like that. But it's something you have to be mindful with business when people, if you've got a product that's seen as, I guess, like not a necessity.
First thing to go.
Yeah. So it keeps you on your toes and creative, but then there's different things, you know, like you got to look at them. Why front runner? Or like, oh, I wear it because it makes me feel good, it makes me active, it helps me, like, you know. So as long as you've got, this is where the brands with the whys will stay, you know. So even if they are doing it tough, it's their thing that like they buy to help and get them through and motivate. And you know, maybe the flip side on the way to work in the morning, 7-Eleven, that's their, you know, that's their fucking, they're doing it tough. Like, fuck, that's my little treat for the day. That's what, you know, that's what picks me up. And
yeah, I think one thing I've been trying to focus on more now, like my life's great, business has been good, but like I don't, like more money's not the answer. The answer's just waking up happy every day and like doing the things you want to be doing. And I've noticed if I'm just focusing on making the best content and communicating with my staff and running the business the best I can, I don't care about anything else that happens. If I do the best I can and this shit fails, fuck, what can I do?
Yeah.
So I've stopped looking at it as much like
Yeah.
how we doing, and it's more how am I doing
Yeah.
and how am I feeling. I'm just doing the best I can. That's it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And like you said before, as long as you're on top of your shit, everything else around will fall into
That's
place.
definitely going to work out. And if it doesn't, you couldn't have done anything anyway.
100%. But you'd be feeling a bit like lighter now with that house off you and that, and like your clarity's good. Like,
I'm just happy like I get to go be more creative.
Yeah.
Like I'm building a house and like it's me. And then when I walk in and I'm like, I know the journey I've been through to stand here.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get that when I bought that house, but I got it when I built the Rio house. The feeling is so different. So and now I'm doing it with my girlfriend too. So like it's a whole different ball game for me. Like I get to do it with her and we go through that experience together. So I feel like
you've got pretty similar lifestyles. She looks seen on your story, she's at the gym a lot and stuff. And you guys fit in pretty well with everything.
Yeah, it's so good. Sometimes we make content together.
Yeah.
It's mad.
That's
so
mad.
Everything just runs smooth. Like what we both want aligns.
Fuck, how'd she pull the golden ticket? There would have been a long line.
Don't be saying that. All she had to do
I don't want to give this bloke a bigger head. His headphones won't fit on.
Nah, everything just aligns with us. So
yeah, that's awesome.
when it just works and it's easy, what can you do?
Was she local? Was she a Gold Coast girl?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet her at Tropic?
Come on, mate. Why are you asking me so many questions?
No, I was just
it's personal.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not
Tinder.
really. No.
That's why he's avoiding it.
No, it's just we just knew of each other. We were around
true.
each other.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I just thought I'd share a little bit of your, it's all your content's been, because I met you, you were single. I've known you single your whole life.
Yeah.
So for me, it's
How have I
much
changed?
changed. Like,
Do you think I've changed?
no,
Same.
no, I think it's
Running
good.
the same script.
Yeah.
Just being healthier.
Yeah.
Being a better person.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do they say? Behind every good man's a good woman. And I wouldn't be where I am without, because you see smart ass in the comments saying about Anita getting a free ride and shit like that. I'm like, it's not like that at all.
Yeah.
I would not be where I am without her. Like, even like back in the day when we just had the clothing brand, that was one of the first things we had. She'd do a 9 to 6 shift at a cosmetic place, and then she'd come till 11 o'clock at night, pack orders with me. She'd done all that, and then even now, like, she's off the tools and not working. Just the feeling of having like a home to come to, and not needing to go elsewhere to like, sometimes you just feel like for some reason you've got to go out, go do something. You got a bit of FOMO. With her, I've never got. I'm very content. I don't need to go anywhere. In fact, my hardest thing is making up excuses to avoid shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, Saint's not sleeping, or this. It's like, so without that, I wouldn't have been able to build what I build because I just very grounded, head down.
I think for me, meeting Avalon, it's been like, I want to make better decisions for myself. I want to be the best version of myself for her.
Yeah.
I know I show up as the best partner when I'm doing all the things I need to be doing that make me happy and make me fulfilled. And then it's like, now I want to do well for us.
Yeah.
So before it's like, whatever, like I'm killing it. Whatever happens, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But now I got someone to think about and we want to have a family and I'm like, all right, I need to level this shit up because I want to be able to...
That makes me excited to hear, bro.
Yeah, like I want to be able to level this shit up and be able to give us the life we want forever, and we never have to worry.
Yeah.
I'll just sit and take on all the stress and take on all the shit that I have to get through. Like, so when I'm not getting up and doing the things I want to do, that's on my mind now. So that's another thing for me to go, nah, I can't. I ain't going down like this. Like I got to keep pushing harder and harder. So doing that has made me want to be healthier. It's made me want to work harder. It gives me purpose. I'm like, look at her. I'm like, fuck, I got to go to the gym today.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's good, bro. That's fucking mad. It makes me excited to hear that you've, I wasn't sure if you were the sort of bloke that wanted to do the dad life or not,
100%, brother.
Yeah, it'd be sick. Train a little protege up, just fucking...
Yep. See what comes
weapon.
out, boy or girl.
Yeah.
Happy either
They'll
way.
come out with abs.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I don't know.
Go on,
Is that
Blaine.
us?
Do you have something? Huh?
I was just talking on that topic about.
Was there anything
Yeah,
else?
you like it makes you want to do the good and it gives you a reason. But then when you do bad, like if I'm drinking too much or I went out and took it too far, then I feel 10 times worse as well.
Yeah.
So like I got other people to think about now when I can't just sit in bed all day and be a depressed cunt.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. You got that. It's
So then it makes me not want to do it even more.
Yeah.
So it's all positives.
yeah. It's funny. People go, "Oh, being in a relationship shouldn't be work." I'm like, no, but it is a job. You have
Yeah.
to be the best. Like people,
Yeah.
when they go,
Yeah,
"Oh, it's not.
fucking
It
oath.
shouldn't be a job. It shouldn't." I'm like, no. Before I'm only letting myself down.
Yeah.
Now I've got like my kid, my missus.
Yeah.
Like I'm letting a whole team down. So it's definitely a bit more responsibility and a lot more work, but for the better.
I used to have the mindset that it should just cruise. It doesn't just cruise.
No.
There's no way.
If it
you're
just
fully
cruises-
integrating your life with someone
Yeah.
else, you have to
Yeah.
put in the work, compromise, and do all the things. At the end of the day, when you work together and do all the right things, you are happier as an individual.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's easy.
No.
But it's worth it for sure.
Yeah.
Because in life, everything you do, you have your pros and cons. Being alone, you're going to be happy here and you're going to be unhappy here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy too. Like, when
I'm not saying I'm unhappy in any way.
when it's
I'm
like,
I'm just saying you got to put in work in places.
Yeah,
No
100%.
matter what option you choose.
yeah, there's work to be done. But like even when it's our like anniversary and stuff, I throw up old photos from like 2015, 2016 or whatever when we met. It's 10 years ago, and people spin out and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you was together so long." This and
Yeah.
that. And then I start seeing all the things pop up of like things, and it, a lot of relationships, they don't have like 10, 15-year-old photos. I was just talking to Anita about, I'm like, how sad is it that, when our parents fought, you get mad, they might have gone to the pub, had a couple of drinks, whatever, come home. Now, as soon as like kids fight, straight onto Tinder, Instagram, they got unlimited fucking pussy or dick at the palm of their hand. and like, like that. Like it's fucking hard to find someone to
Someone with the same values as you.
yeah, because like you said, it's worth so much more to
Yeah, but it's just a cop out.
Yeah.
You got to stay and work on your shit and get through it for you as a person.
Yeah.
Like if shit's always going wrong, there's
Yeah.
something going on with you that you need to fix, and
Yeah.
you have to experience it to be able to do all those things.
Yeah.
Or you could just, I don't know, be a bum forever.
Yeah, but it's funny because you hear people say when they see people living a life like you and Adrian, other boys I know, like, fuck, as if they got a missus. If I had that car, that house, that, I'm like, man,
It's better.
it wears off real quick.
Yeah, it gives you
Like,
purpose.
Yeah. It's like people, for the younger people, I guess looking like they put that on the pedestal of living the bachelor life. But
I don't
it's-
even look up to that, but
Yeah, it's
like-
it's
cool.
Yeah, no, it's mad. It's mad to have someone to come home to and you landed a sick deal and they're like, "Fuck, babe, that's sick."
Yeah,
and you're like,
Even just the way she has the house set up, making it so homely.
homey,
Little
It's a
candle
little- yeah,
lit,
it's
the
a little-
smell.
yeah.
The smell when you walk in, I recognize that smell.
Yeah.
And it's shit like that switches you off.
Yeah.
When you have that certain smell, you can relax.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just nice to walk into that.
yeah. It's the best. Or someone to pat your head when you had a big night in the morning and just say it's going to be okay.
No big nights. She wouldn't do that.
No big nights. Nah. All right. Well, that's good, bro.
That's
that was
us.
That you've fucking was that a year ago and a shitload has happened.
I'll see you again in a year. I might leave these shoes here, bro. Pick them up next year.
No, we're training. I'm going
Yeah,
to come
we have
down and
to.
train. I had a mad time at the gym. I felt exclusive.
yeah, we need to
do some
do
content.
some content.
Yeah.
We love it.
And it holds me accountable too. If I know I'm filming with you, I'm like, fuck.
I've made the effort to
Gotta stop
come
eating
here.
donuts.
I've put K's on the car for this, brother.
Oh, sick. Nah, thanks for jumping on, bro.
Thank you for
Appreciate it.
having me, bros.
Anytime.
It's Friday, then we going live again. So get your snorkels out and let me see some skins. Smoke ties, not drugs, what we teach the kids. I candy man, castrate that rapper. Middle finger to the sky, scream fuck, rap the big cops trying to get me going state to state. Blowing tires off the rim, let them haters hate.